Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever had a day where you did everything you were supposed to do? You took your medications, you had your meals, maybe you went for a short walk. But at the end of the day, you felt a quiet emptiness, a sense that something vital was missing. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you are not alone. Last week, a lovely couple, John and Mary, were in my office. They've been married for nearly 50 years. John's checkup was perfect: great blood pressure, healthy cholesterol. On paper, he was the picture of health. When I asked them, "So, how are you two really doing?" they glanced at each other. Mary said softly, "Physically, I suppose we're fine, doctor, but we feel like we're living in black and white. The color, the joy, the spark we used to have seems to have faded." Their story is so common. It reminds me of another patient, a wonderfully sharp woman in her late 70s named Eleanor. She lives alone and told me, "Dr. Rose, my world feels like it's shrinking. My biggest pleasure is my garden, but some days I just don't have the energy for it. The joy feels out of reach, out." These stories really stick with me because they highlight a massive gap in how we approach health in our later years. We are so diligent about monitoring our numbers, but we often forget to monitor our joy. We're taught to speak up about aches and pains, but we're often taught to be silent about pleasure. So, in our conversation today, I'm Dr. Rose Khavari, and we are going to talk about a topic that is not just important, but essential for a vibrant life. That topic is why seniors need to talk more about pleasure and nutrition. Now, I know that for some, the word pleasure can feel a bit awkward or maybe even frivolous. Society often frames aging as a process of loss. But what if we reframed it as a time for gaining wisdom and a deeper appreciation for the simple joys? My goal is to help my patients move beyond just extending their lifespan. I want to help you enrich your health span, the years you spend in good health, and just as importantly, your joy span, the years you spend feeling happy, connected, and alive. Pleasure is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. It's the emotional and physiological reward system that tells our bodies and minds, yes, this is good. Keep doing this. And what's so fascinating is that one of the most powerful and overlooked tools to enhance our joy span is sitting right on our dinner plates. It's nutrition. I'm not just talking about eating broccoli to lower your cholesterol. I'm talking about how specific foods can directly impact your energy levels, your mood, your circulation, and even your ability to feel connected and experience physical intimacy. This isn't about restriction. It's about addition. It's about what we can add to our lives to bring the color back. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore this incredible link, and I promise to make it simple, practical, and inspiring. So what is this pleasure we're talking about? Let's broaden our definition. It's a spectrum of joyful experiences. It's the deep, satisfying feeling of energy when you wake up ready to greet the day, instead of feeling like you have to drag yourself through it. It's the sensory delight of a truly delicious meal. Not just the taste, but the aroma of herbs, the vibrant color of a fresh tomato, the satisfying crunch of a crisp apple. It's the warmth of connection. The simple, profound joy of holding a loved one's hand and feeling that spark of human contact. When we hug someone we care about, our brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which makes us feel safe and happy. That is a form of pleasure. It is also the quiet satisfaction of accomplishment, the pride you feel after finishing a challenging crossword puzzle, nurturing a plant back to health, or finally figuring out how to video chat with your grandchildren. And yes, it absolutely includes physical intimacy and sensuality. Our need for touch and closeness doesn't vanish when we get our AARP card. It is a natural, healthy, and beautiful part of the human experience. Of course, our bodies change. It's a fact of life. For women, the decline in estrogen during and after menopause can lead to changes in tissue, elasticity, moisture, and libido. For men, the gradual decline in testosterone, often called andropause, can affect energy, muscle mass, mood, and erectile function. But here is the critical mindset shift. These changes are not a verdict, they are a signal. They are your body's way of asking for a new kind of support. Instead of seeing these shifts as an inevitable decline, let's see them as an invitation to become more intentional and compassionate with our self-care. It's not about fighting your body, it's about learning to work with it. This is where nutrition becomes our greatest ally. Let's break down exactly how food fuels our joy. First, let's talk about energy, the foundation of everything. Think of your energy like money in a bank account. You can't experience joy if your account is overdrawn. Many processed foods, sugary drinks, and simple carbs are like payday loans. They give you a quick burst of cash, but the interest rate is high, and you crash hard. This roller coaster of blood sugar doesn't just cause physical crashes, it's directly linked to mood swings and irritability. Sustained energy fuel. We need the slow-burning logs for our fireplace, not just quick kindling. That comes from complex carbohydrates like oatmeal, quinoa, brown rice, and sweet potatoes. They release glucose into your bloodstream slowly and steadily, providing stable, reliable energy for hours. The repair crew. Lean protein from sources like chicken, fish, eggs, beans, and lentils is your body's essential repair crew. It rebuilds muscle supports, organ function, and keeps you feeling strong and capable, not frail. The brain and hormone. Fuel healthy fats are not the enemy. Fats from avocados, nut seeds, and olive oil are critical. Your brain is nearly 60% fat. These fats are also the building blocks for hormones, including the sex hormones that influence desire and arousal. Second, let's talk about blood flow, the river of life. Healthy circulation is non-negotiable for vitality. It's the delivery system for oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. For your brain, good blood flow means mental clarity and focus. For your heart, it means strength and endurance. And for pleasure, it is everything. Good blood flow increases sensitivity in nerve endings and is essential for physical arousal in both men and women. For men, it is the direct mechanism behind erectile function. So, how do we support this? We eat foods that help our blood vessels relax and widen. The magic molecule here is nitric oxide. Think of it as a messenger that tells your blood vessels to open up. You can find the building blocks for it in foods like beets, spinach, arugula, and other leafy greens. And flavonoids found in berries, dark chocolate, and green tea act like a protective coating for your blood vessels, keeping them flexible and healthy. Don't forget omega-3 fatty acids from fish like salmon, which also help support overall cardiovascular health. Third, let's talk about your second brain, your gut. Did you know that you have a second brain in your digestive system? It's called the gut microbiome, a complex ecosystem of trillions of bacteria. This ecosystem is in constant communication with your brain. In fact, over 90% of your body's serotonin, the happiness chemical, is produced in your gut. When your gut is unhappy, perhaps from too many processed or sugary foods, it can create a state of low-grade inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just stay in your gut. It sends signals throughout your body right up to your brain. This is often the root cause of that brain fog many of us feel, or those unexplained dips in mood. So when we calm our gut, we are directly helping to clear our mind and lift our spirits. Feed the good guys with prebiotics. This is the fiber found in things like garlic, onions, bananas, and whole grains. Add more good guys with probiotics. These are the live, beneficial bacteria found in fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. Finally, a quick word on micronutrients, the spark plugs. Think of zinc found in shellfish seeds and nuts as crucial for your senses of taste and smell and for hormone production. Think of magnesium in leafy greens, nuts, and dark chocolate as the relaxation mineral that helps with muscle function and energy creation. B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, are critical for nerve health and converting your food into usable energy. And vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, is vital for mood and overall immunity. These aren't the main fuel, but without them, the engine won't run properly. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to busting myths that keep us stuck. Myth number 1: healthy food is bland and boring. This is only true if your idea of healthy is plain steamed broccoli and boiled chicken. Let's reframe this. Healthy eating is an explosion of flavor. It's about using herbs like rosemary and thyme spices like cumin and smoked paprika. It's about the zest of a lemon, the heat of ginger, the sweetness of roasted vegetables. It's an art form, not a punishment. Myth number 2, it's too late for me, the damage is done. This is perhaps the most harmful myth of all. Your body has an incredible lifelong capacity for healing. You can make a new brain cell tomorrow, you can improve your circulation next week. I had a patient in his early 80s who started making small changes, swapping his morning pastry for oatmeal with berries and his afternoon soda for green tea. Within a month, he told me, "Dr. Rose, I feel like the fog has lifted. I have the energy to walk to the park with my wife again." It is myth number 3. I can just take a supplement for all this. Supplements can be very helpful to fill specific gaps, especially things like vitamin D or B12. But they can never replace the power of whole foods. A pill cannot give you the hydrating water in a cucumber, the gut-friendly fiber in an apple, or the complex web of antioxidants in a handful of blueberries. Food contains a symphony of nutrients that all work together. We call this food synergy. Use supplements as a targeted helper, not a substitute for a healthy plate. Myth number 4. All fat is bad and will make me gain weight. We lived through the fat-free craze of the 80s and 90s, and it was a disaster for our health. We now know that healthy fats, as we discussed, are essential for your brain, your hormones, and for feeling full and satisfied. The fats to avoid are artificial trans fats, found in many processed baked goods and margarines, and excessive amounts of saturated fats. But the fats in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish, they are your friends. Okay, that was a lot of information. So, how do we make this real without feeling overwhelmed? I don't want you to leave here with a long list of don'ts. I want to give you a simple, gentle plan to start. Let's call it the 4-step gentle start plan. Just try this for 1 week. Step 1, the Rainbow Challenge. Every day make it a goal to eat something from at least 5 different colors of the rainbow. Red bell pepper, orange carrot, yellow squash, green spinach, blueberries, purple eggplant. This isn't about counting calories. It's a fun game that ensures you're getting a wide variety of nutrients. Step 2, the hydration habit. Often when we feel sluggish and foggy, we're just dehydrated. Before you reach for a snack drink, a full glass of water. Keep a water bottle with you all day. Try infusing it with lemon or cucumber to make it more appealing. Step 3, the first bite mindful moment. You don't have to meditate for an hour. Just for the very first bite of each meal, do this pause. Look at your food. Smell it. Then take the bite, put your fork down, and chew, slowly noticing all the flavors. That's it. This one small act begins to reconnect your brain to the pleasure of eating. Step 4, share a positive experience. At the end of each day, tell one person, a partner, a friend, or even just write it in a journal about one small thing that brought you joy. It could be the taste of your morning coffee or the sight of a beautiful bird. Acknowledging joy helps it grow. That's your plan. Just 4 simple things. It's not about perfection, it's about positive direction. So, as we wrap up, I want to circle back to John and Mary and to Eleanor. Their stories are not about endings, they are about the possibility of new beginnings. The key message I hope you take home today is this. Your joy, your energy, and your sense of connection are not frivolous luxuries. They are core pillars of your health, and you hold one of the most powerful tools to nourish them right in your own hands with the food choices you make every day. You have the power to feed your energy. You have the power to support your circulation. You have the power to nourish your second brain and lift your mood. It's not about a radical diet, it's about a loving, compassionate partnership with your own body. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Your health and your happiness matter deeply. If this conversation resonated with you, please consider giving the video a like and clicking the subscribe button and the little bell so you won't miss our future talks. And for our community here, I'd love for you to share in the comments below. What is one small, gentle change you feel inspired to make this week? It could be trying the Rainbow Challenge, or simply taking that first mindful bite. Sharing your intention is a powerful first step. Be well, be joyful, and remember to be kind to yourself. I look forward to seeing you next time.